What's up everybody, it is I, Hero Voyager, and welcome back to the Voyager Cup. This team is so good. It's so friggin' amazing. I went 3-0 and 3-0 against my two opponents, and yeah, it's just so great. It gives you like multiple team comps per team comp. The Pokemon that is really carrying this team is the double elemental punch Hypno with Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and it's a mystery. It's a mystery to your opponent. Whenever they see the Hypno, they're like, what could it have? What could I swap in that could be like a safe Pokemon? But it's good. Double Elemental Punch Hypno over there with 11 Pokemon clean countered on the threat list, right? And it is just, it's so great. The mystery factor is so scrumptious too. Now, if you don't understand what all of these numbers mean, check out this video right here. It will explain everything. Without it, you're not gonna understand much out of this video. Check out the rest of the team. Pretty flexible, I would say. You got a lot of nice save swap choices. Just Bastiodon, very rigid. Again, it was the last Pokemon that I added into the team just to fill in the holes, if I could speak English properly. Some people have actually asked me about Probopass. Why not Probopass instead of Bastiodon? The thing is, I'm trying to showcase some maximized teams, and Bastiodon just takes it a step further. Some of the matchups, I can't really like remember the specifics, but one that off the top of my head, right, that I can remember is Sableye. Bastiodon wins that clearly. Probopass, there's some IV stuff happening there. So if you really want a max team, Bastiodon is the way to go. But going max isn't the only way to go. This is something that I want to emphasize right now. This is, you don't have to go full on thickness with the coverage if it means using a Pokemon that you're probably not gonna bring because you're scared to bring it, like Bastiodon. Honestly, I am scared to bring Bastiodon. I didn't bring it once, I think, this whole video, because I don't have a lot of confidence in using it, right? It's a very rigid Pokemon. You swap it in comes Toxicroak, you're dead. That's a GG. So my advice is really to have a balanced team. For sure, make sure that you have 2 clean counters to all the Pokemon on the threat list, but the rest is mostly to taste, I would say, right? You definitely want to push that coverage as much as you can, but not to the point where, you know, you end up with, again, Pokemon that you don't have any confidence in, alright? But with all that said, having this maximized team and looking at all these 3s and 4s, the numbers, guys, it's just, thick in all the right places. Alright, so let's get into some practice battles. I actually had 3 sets. The first set that I did, I got 0-3. So I got no wins, but I was warming up, alright? I suck now, alright? I'm rusty, alright? But when I got warmed up, alright? Second person, I got 3-0. Third person, which is actually the same person as the first set, right? I got another 3-0. Now I'm gonna show you 5 battles today. The first 2 came from the second set, and the last 3 are the third set. Okay, so this first match here is actually the second match that I ran with the second person. So this is the deciding match because I won the first match. Now I'm showing you this because I feel like the team comp is much better. Alolan Marowak lead is playable against Hypno, loses against Azumarill, wins against Registeel, wins against Toxicroak. Alolan Marowak is playable, and I really don't like that matchup, and Shiftry is more of an IV thing. So the one Pokemon that I have to cover with my 2 bodyguards is Azumarill. Alright, so I have Rainy Castform and Hypno. Let's see how we do. This second match is actually pretty interesting. I got the lead, like a really solid lead. Okay, Toxicroak not gonna do much to Alolan Marowak except for the Mud Bomb. I was anticipating the swap out. Alright, so the thing is, he wanted to fight it out. So I'm not sure how good Toxicroak is in the 2 shield scenario, but I decide since he wants to play it out, let me see if he's gonna block twice. I'm gonna throw a Bone Club. My plan here was to get the 2 shields and then swap in the Hypno to try to like farm it down so that, you know, it doesn't really get to throw that energy. Or if it hits me with a Mud Bomb, that's basically energy wasted, right? So yeah, he blocked twice, he throws the Mud Bomb, Hypno super tanky, doesn't do a lot of damage, pulls out the Shiftry, but I have the Ice Punch, right? And this is the versatility of the double elemental Hypno here, which is pretty good. Now I didn't want to give any shield, I want to keep the shield advantage, plus the Shiftry is super low, so I can farm it down with my Alolan Marowak safely. He has Toxicroak in the back, right? And if he has Azumarill, I have Rainy Castform in the back. So, you know, I'm pretty chill at this point. Gonna block this for sure. Actually didn't need to. It was a leaf blade, but you know, just making sure. Right, it could have been a foul, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, pulls out the Toxic Rogue. I get to throw the Bone Club to kill it, and we'll see what's in the back. If it's an Azumarill, that's fine. I have Rainy Cast Form with the Thunder. It's Registeel. I have 2 Pokemon that kill Registeel, plus this guy is super great as a counter to Registeel. Like, you don't have to block a single thing. You just throw... It's a brainless, you know, matchup. You just throw whatever charge move you like, and yeah. I wasn't sure if a Flash Cannon would kill me. It actually did not kill me, but I also didn't want to get farmed down because I don't know how much a Focus Blast does to Rainy Cast Form. I'm pretty sure it doesn't kill, but yeah, just, you know, making sure that the energy that my opponent gets is minimized, right? So it's gonna get to the Focus Blast. And just for reference, if you were wondering how much does a Focus Blast do to a Rainy Cast Form, hefty chunk, definitely. Okay, but I get to the Weather Ball Water and it is a GG. Okay, if he had the Azumarill, it would have been still a GG. So yeah, GG. Now for this next match, I run a different lead. Actually, in all the matches that I did, I ran a different lead. That's actually a sign that your team is really good, that your team is balanced, that your coverage is on point. If it can give you multiple different pathways to victory, it can increase your versatility and, you know, keep your opponents guessing. Now, I have Altaria as the lead. Depending on the moveset, I win against Hypno. And at this point, I think I knew the moveset for my opponent's Hypno because in the first match he used it, but I forget what it is now. But I'm pretty sure that it does not have Ice Punch. So I win against Hypno. Azumarill, like, I lose completely. Registeel, I lose. Toxic Rogue, I'm pretty sure I win. Alolan Marowak, I win. Shiftry, I win. So it's a pretty good lead. I just have to cover Azumarill and Registeel. The problem is on my team, there's only one Pokemon that can cover both, which is Rainy Cast Form. So this right here is a gamble, and that is that he is not going to lead his Azumarill and that I get the switch advantage, because if I have the switch advantage, if he has the Azumarill in the back, it's fine, right? If I get it aligned to my Rainy Cast Form, it's fine. If it gets aligned to my Alolan Marowak or my Altaria, I'm dead, alright? But let's see how we do. Honestly, is it worth it to try to gamble in your matches? Sometimes, yeah. I would say that it adds to your versatility. I used to just pick the best of the best team comp for all the matches, and I feel like most people caught on to that. I'm gonna throw the I accidentally threw the Sky Attack, but I didn't know what was coming at. But yeah, so a lot of people caught on to that, and because of my videos, right? And yeah, they were able to counter me pretty hard. So I've been starting to try to look for ways to increase my versatility to keep people guessing. So sometimes I gamble, right? I gamble that, you know, I can get the switch advantage with a Pokemon with a decent win rate on my opponent's team, Altaria. Alright, so it's paying off. It's paying off. I got the hard counter, Alolan Marowak on Registeel once again, and I'm actually undercharging here, right? Now the thing is, it's a calculated guess, right? It's a team comp that kind of works to support the fact that I have to get the switch advantage, which I did get. Okay, so don't just, you know, randomize what you have. Actually think about the team comp and then look at if there's like a way for you to gamble that he's not gonna bring one Pokemon, or he's not gonna have one Pokemon as the lead. That's a, you know, a pretty good bet, I would say, especially if you have a Pokemon like Altaria that has a decent win rate against your opponent's team, right? 4 out of 6. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. Pops out with a Hypno, and I was almost gonna get to the Sky Attack. And I was so close that I opted to block right there. I'm not sure if a Thunder Punch actually would have killed me. I'm not sure. I think Altaria could have tagged that, but the confusions after would have killed me, right? Was it worth the shield? I would say yeah. Now I have a naked opponent. Altaria Dragon Breath still doing a chunk of damage, shredding, alright? So right here, I was trying to do something fancy. I was trying to go for Rainy Cast Form and then swap into Alolan Marowak. And I was, you know, prepping myself up, but then I clicked the Alolan Marowak. Alright, I was trying to go for the trick shot. I could not pull it off because I'm not cool enough, okay? But you know, it works out. I have a shield. He's gonna throw the Thunder Punch. He's not gonna get to another Thunder Punch. I'm just gonna... Well, he's gonna try to catch the Weather Ball Water, but it's so hard to count water guns. Who actually knows the count for water guns? Do you know? Bro, I'm just guessing, alright? So yeah, it is what it is. GG. Moving on to my next opponent, and this guy, I actually have not been able to beat him for a long time. Partially because of the lag, also definitely because he's very good at PvP. Maybe in like a set of 10 battles, maybe I haven't beat him once, right? And this 3-0 is actually like pretty insane that I was able to pull this off because this guy is good. Plus, I had 3 different leads for all the matches. So this is an example of my team basically carrying my very poo-poo skills. I led with the Hypno. Hypno is playable with Hypno, but I don't have Shadow Ball. So that's kind of like, right? But I don't want to jump the gun because what if he doesn't have the Shadow Ball, right? So I'm not sure. Thunder Punch Hypno wins against Azumarill. Even if you have Fire Punch, you're not gonna win against Registeel. So Registeel, clear loss, alright? Toxicroak, sure win. With the Ice Punch, you win against Seismitoad. And you actually win against Whiscash as well. But Swampert, no. So that's the matchup mastery for the Mud Boys, right? And then for the grass type, most of the grass types you actually win with Ice Punch. So the one Pokemon that I have to cover with my bodyguards is Registeel. And I have that with Alolan Marowak, I have that with Rainy Castform. Let's see how we do. Funny thing happened in this matchup and you'll see me fumble a little bit, but it works out, alright? Got the Hypno on the Azumarill. He doesn't know what charge moves I have, but I have the Thunder Punch, right? I'm gonna go for the Thunder Punch right here. Throw it. Is my opponent gonna block? Let's see. Go for the Excellence, nice, hit it. Now he knows that I have Thunder Punch, alright? It kind of freaks him out and he swaps out into Seismitoad. I'm like, I look at my team and I'm like, should I swap to Rainy Castform? So I fumbled a little bit, but I realized that I had Ice Punch, so I was like, you know what? That's a stupid move. I already have energy, let me go for the Ice Punch. Ice Punch, straight Ice Punch beats Seismitoad, right? I'm actually not sure how much damage it does, so it actually shocked me at this point to see that it didn't do a lot of damage, but allegedly in the simulations you killed Seismitoad, but I guess, you know, he had the HP advantage, so I was considering, so I was just doubting myself here, right? But I get to the Ice Punch for the kill. I think I could have Confusion down. Confusion was doing a lot of damage, so I guess that's what carries the DPS. Swaps into Azumarill, it's fine. It is totally 100% fine. All good, okay? Pull out the Rainy Castform. This is nice. This is really nice. So I have the Rainy Castform aligned to the Azumarill. Whatever is in the back, I can probably, yes, definitely handle with Alolan Marowak. So this is great. Rainy Castform really shining here as a meta core breaker because it can beat the Reggie-Azu combo, right? If you get it aligned to the right Pokemon, okay? It's got some nice coverage too, but it doesn't hard counter them. But this guy, Alolan Marowak, definitely hard counters Registeel, plus has some versatility, has some range, right? Shadow Ball hits most things pretty hard. Unless you're facing like an Umbreon, unless you're facing Wigglytuff, but the thing is Wigglytuff does lose to Alolan Marowak, right? Unless you're facing a Noctowl, something like that, right? But yes, this guy, very versatile after he farms down Reggie. As you can see, I'm undercharging once again to get some, well, actually, I got perfect. You see, totally 100% calculated, okay? Got the Shadow Ball off. Pro skills. Azumarill definitely needs a block there. And yeah, Thunderball for Thunder. What Thunderball? Pro skills. What's up? How you doing? GG. Once again, we have the Altaria lead, and Altaria can beat everything in the bottom row. Alright, so Toxicroak, Seismitoad, and Cherim, Sunny. Okay? Hypno is a gamble because I wasn't sure if it had the Ice Punch, and so the Pokemon that I have to cover once again, Azumarill and Registeel, and you already know the deal. I am betting once again that my opponent is not going to lead the Azumarill, and I am going to get the switch advantage. Will I get it? Let's see how we do. So what do we get? We got oh, very nice. What does this thing have? Earth Power, Sludge Bomb. Bruh, I got this. And actually, you're gonna see some fantastic Altaria gameplay later. Swaps into the Azumarill. Got it aligned to the Rainy Castform. Beautiful. So this is a great situation, right? I got my Azumarill counter, my only Azumarill counter, aligned to the Azumarill, but I also felt a little bit of regret. I felt like I should have thrown the Sky Attack on the Azumarill, just to make sure that Rainy Castform kills it, right? But the thing is, I hit the Thunder, so I was like, okay, I got this. Bluff. Let me throw a Weather Ball Water. Is this gonna kill? I'm actually not sure, but he blocks. Right here, I was thinking maybe it's worth it to block as well. Alright, just to maintain the switch advantage. But you're gonna see that the shield was a waste because my opponent swaps in the Seismitoad to kill my Rainy Castform. Obviously not worth the shield, right? Obviously. swap in the Altaria, and at least Raining Cast Form did its job, right? It almost killed Azumarill. That's definitely one Sky Attack away from being dead, right? Maybe a Shadow Ball or maybe like 2 Bone Clubs would have killed it as well. So, you know, I have that. I farmed down the Seismitoad. I actually didn't know how much damage the charge attacks did, but when I saw that after he threw the Sludge Bomb, it wasn't that much. I was like, I got this. Pulls out the Registeel, but I was thinking at this time, it would be a waste to swap in my Alolan Marowak, right? Let me just get the chip damage off with the Altaria. Altaria is not important anymore. The 2 Pokemon in front of me kill Altaria, but with my Alolan Marowak, I was trying to pull off the, you know, the swappy, catchy type situation, but I'm not good enough to pull off the trick shots, alright? But yes, swaps in the Azumarill, that's perfect. I throw the Sky Attack to kill it. I most likely would have killed it with my Alolan Marowak either way, but it's nice that I got the shield, so the Registeel in the back is naked, right? So this is fantastic. Throws the Ice Beam. Don't have to block anything from Registeel, so we're good. And yes, this is a GG. The number of times that I aligned Alolan Marowak to Registeel in this video, right? I don't know how many, like 5? I don't know. Even if there's only like, how many matchups have we done? 4? Whatever. But I think every single matchup I was able to align. Anyways, GG. For the last match, I went with the one Pokemon that has everything playable. Azumarill. Everything is playable. Actually, if Hypno has Thunder Punch, it's a clear loss. But everything else, playable, right? So I wanted to gamble. Are my skills good enough to pull off a 3-0, alright? And this team comp obviously needs the switch advantage, right? If my Alolan Marowak gets aligned to Seismitoad, I'm dead. If Registeel gets aligned to Hypno, I'm dead. So yes, massive gamble here. This is such a great match. The advantage just goes his favor, my favor, so out comes Hypno. I'm like, okay, what does this thing have? Let's see what it has, alright? So I'm just gonna try to fakey the Hydro Pump, fakey the Hydro Pump. He throws, what is it? It's going to be Psyshock. Wow, he has the Legacy Hypno. I'm like, nice flex. I'm going for the Ice Beam. Is he gonna block? He did not block. So I'm like, all right, cool, that's fine. You know, I'm gonna still try to play it. I actually don't know what this matchup is, all right? I don't know anything about Psyshock, Hypno. But he opts not to block the second thing. I'm like, what was the most important thing again? Oh yes, switch advantage. I need the switch advantage, so I blocked. Alright, I mean, if he has Registeel in the back and I get it aligned to my Alolan Marowak, I win, okay? So out comes Seismitoad. Now this is the interesting thing, right? He actually brought 2 Pokemon that kill Alolan Marowak, and I could feel it in my bones. I knew that Azumarill was in the back. He's pissed off at Alolan Marowak, but he tried to farm down my Azumarill, and my Azumarill got to the Ice Beam, and he had to block twice, which is fantastic. So he's now naked, and my Hypno is going on a rampage. Now I sensed that this is the most important Pokemon. If he still has Registeel in the back, then I'm not gonna need the shield for my Marowak, right? But this is the most important Pokemon right now. Hypno is the most important. So I throw the Ice Punch. Honestly, Elemental Punch is not doing a lot of damage, but you know, it makes up, you know, the difference matchup-wise, coverage-wise. Swapped in my Alolan Marowak, and he knew. Bet money that was a blind switch. That was definitely a blind switch, but he knew that I was gonna bring the Alolan Marowak. So I hit it with a Shadow Ball. At this point in time, I felt like I'm dead. You know, this Azumarill is gonna farm down. No, he throws. Because the thing is, a Shadow Ball probably would have chunked it so hard that I could have Confusion down. Pop out with a Hypno, and I am going to get to throw the Thunder Punch. And at this point, I was just praying, please, please, for the love of God, go down so that I can kill the Seismitoad. I don't remember how much HP it is. It's not enough. Still gets to throw the Ice Beam, and I'm like, I'm sweating. I'm like, is this gonna kill me? No. Hypno super tanky. By the way, this is a rank 1 Hypno. Okay, just flexing a little bit. And I get to the Thunder Punch because he swapped in the Seismitoad, and this thing needs a couple more bubbles to get to the Ice Beam. Wow, GG. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Remember to leave a like, comment down below. What is your favorite Hypno moveset? Subscribe if you haven't yet. Ding that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.